Circuit Judge, Juvenile Justice Department, and to come up in his era as a black man, to come out of Jacksonville, segregated South, to be appointed judge and to sit on the bench. I want to not make it seem like this is a black issue because we are a consolidated city. So this is a Duval issue. This is a Jacksonville issue. This is a people issue. But overwhelmingly, the children that come in or youth that come into the Juvenile Justice Department that cannot afford proper representation are of African descent or black youth. And he would talk about how overflow room over overflow room typically trended towards African American youth, okay? Now, why are they there? After sitting and listening to this man, making sure that they would have proper representation and sentencing, they were typically there because they were trying to survive. Their mothers put them, I'm not trying to say that their mothers wanted to put them up to stealing or solicitation or theft or robbery, but that was a means to provide an income to help that family sustain themselves, okay? Most of them, it was non-violent crimes, all right? When we look at this, when we look at this city, and when it comes to youth, okay, African-American males spend more time out of classrooms than any other nationality in this city. Why are they out of class? They're disruptive, defiant, disturbance, okay? I teach youth martial arts and self-defense. Whenever someone tells me they're not going to be able to come because they didn't have a good day at school, I tell them, send them to me. You do not leave my class. That's why they're in my class, is so that we can help modify the behavior. I do not believe that educators are trained to work with children that come out of the urban core, which means that those children go right back to the urban sector without actually being helped and assisted. Abraham Maslow, hire for yourself. In order to correct you, you got to make sure that they're aware of what they're doing, and then the consequences that come with it, which also deals with that prefrontal cortex and the fact that they don't typically come to full maturation until their early 20s. Our children spend so much time out of class, and even with these programs, if they're disruptive or defiant or disturbing, you're going to put them out the program. So we need to make sure that the folks who are getting the funding to get our youth, that they have a high level of emotional consistency, because those children are observing and learning, and they want to look for an opportunity to prove you wrong. I do believe that in order for someone to be successful in society, they do have to be confident, they have to be competent, and they have to have companionship. And I don't think that we have programs that foster the importance of coexisting and how valuable my neighbor is to my success and how valuable I am to their success. So that would be solutions and issues based on my discoveries.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And I'll tell you that every leader, right, of an organization has their thing, right? Their focuses. I'll tell you, one of the things that Mr. Pepper's, I'm good, Jared, I'm military 10 years. You know I don't get loud. One of the things that Mr. Pepper's often focuses on, and what he would like for us to focus on, especially in our funding streams, is around the development of one, civic engagement, two, the development of empathy across the continuum of services, but three, acts of kindness, ways that we invest in each other, teaching our young people to invest in one another, to work with one another, to be their own voices. So I'll say thank you so much, sir, for what you said. That's very important. They're often counted off as fluff things that you add into it, but those are some of